We're back with another Peglin run. We're on to Roundrel Cruciball 10. And I have to tell you that these Cruciball 10 runs, this bosses have increased health, has been a huge step up in difficulty. Alright, Round Guard, sure. And we got the Slime Boss, actually managed to check it this time. I did see an early shop, which I don't usually go for. So it's either early or super late, but that actually could be fine. We could go through a couple of elites maybe. But I guess business as usual besides that. Let's collect gold and try not to lose too much health. Yeah, the increase with the boss's health, I apologize if you've heard me say it before, just we've recorded a handful of episodes. I say episodes, runs, whatever. And, you know, when we lose, I just delete it. So what has all been said in a completed run, I'm not positive, but I think I've been running the numbers as to, you know, what kind of increase we've got with those. And it's usually, I think for Act 1 and Act 2 bosses, it's roughly 20 to 30% increase in health. For Act 3 bosses, though, it's 50 to 60, and that's where I see a lot of my runs end right now. Alright, not a huge fan of a bunch of these. Usually I try to start out with something that actually adds some offense. So let's upgrade Evasive Maneuver Orb. Let's see, if I do want to fight the elite, it would be nice to add a little more firepower to the deck. So that's probably the plan. If we can, we'll go towards the elite and then see what happens. Yeah, we had a couple of neat fail runs, one of them being a Spinfection run that we had decent Spinfection build up, but we ended up coming up against the QR code boss, which is probably the worst to try to do a Spinfection build against because there's just too many of them to build it up, and I think we came in a little bit low on health, if I remember correctly. But alright, we have to be careful with Terriball because we do take damage. We do take increased damage from that. We don't have any Must Circle or Spinesse. We could take a second Evasive Maneuver Orb. I'm not... Let's just save our money. We'll try to go to the next fight. Okay. Gotta get into these bombs quick. I'm gonna guess we're gonna take at least one hit from this guy unless we get really lucky here. Yeah. Alright, one more bomb kills to everybody. I would rather not kill everybody if possible, but I also don't want to take too much damage. Alright, we're not really getting much else out of here other than damage to us, so let's try to move on. Man, I have to just take Ether Wheel. It does decent damage, leveled up. I don't mind the refresh. All right, we do have one orb that can target the back. I guess, you know, go for some of the bombs. I'd say this probably isn't a great fight for us currently, but... Next shot will go after the guy in the back. Although, okay, good. That froze him up a little bit. Also gives us a little bit of evasion. All right, we can still target the guy in the back. Kind of wish we had easier access to these bombs here. Dodge. We still have like transparency, so we will pass some damage through. We're not going to do 124 damage here though. Okay, I don't think this guy's shooting this turn, which is good. All right, the bomb there's finally getting the bombs. Could take this. I was afraid of the red bombs, but I maybe don't mind that. We have a little bit of refresh text, so like concentration sometimes fills that role for us too. We'll take the bomb. All right, here's backpack, or Molliflower. I mean, oftentimes I do pick up several evasive new orbs just to give us a bunch of illusion. Probably won't be picking up extra ether wheels, and this doesn't really do much damage anyways. Could be Molliflower. It just feels such... I guess this is the one we'll probably see more value from long term. These bombs will definitely help on this board. These guys are on the board, so I don't mind if we hit some of these bombs now. Now I wish I kind of would have taken a hero's backpack. We could take Signal Boost Orb if we're going to be gaining some Spinesse here and there. We'll take it. We could maybe try to target getting some more Spinesse. Grab like a ballad or something else. Or was this scale off of number of crits hit, right? So maybe we can work with that. Oh, should have aimed elsewhere. That was... It's on me. Let's see if we can pick off a little more gold. I guess we are getting a little later in this act. We might want to start... Ah, never mind. We still have a little while before the boss. Or before the, shop. Okay, maybe this is how we start scaling with Molliflower. I mean, there's Ballad too. Oh, we need to go this way so we don't miss kind of a level of events. Let's skip that one. We don't really want to refresh the board immediately. That's fine. Oh, gold. Grab the gold. Okay, if we're doing some bomb shenanigans and lots of crits on the board, maybe we grab a ball lightning. Bombs detonate one hit. And I don't want to miss this fight, but I would have loved the free relic. Oh, thank God for hitting that. I'm gonna see how much we scale with this guy. We don't have a level though, so it'll be a little slower, but... Okay, well that worked pretty well. I do like Rub Orb, but let's look. We've got targeting, area of effect. Signal boost orb slowly getting better with Cruciball. I think we just level up things we have. Or do we save our money for the shop even? I actually think we take a heal here and save our money. All orbs have Echo 10. Get increasing damage multiplier. Let's do this one. Got a lot of gold on the board from the Rainbow Slime we didn't get to collect. Convert first pick hit to a bomb. Okay, so we want to kind of do it like over this way. So we don't, because we normally try to fire straight in there. I thought I was gonna clip the side of the bomb. Oh, okay. And why we weren't aiming at this guy immediately, I don't know. Don't know. All right, our health level is okay currently. All right, we'll do something after the boss, or after the elite maybe. Every shot is a crit when fired below 50% health. I kind of don't mind that. And we're not doing spinfection stuff yet, so let's go with the knife's edge. Okay, my issue is I know the Bob orb will mess up like the slide. The other downside is ball lightning just doesn't do a whole lot of damage right now. A little bit of scaling there. Let's get the refresh. 3-8 or a 2-8. We're not guaranteed a crit. Actually, say it's probably pretty low chance of getting a crit. Although with evasive maneuver, we will get a little bit of evasion. But with this one, we also refresh the board and kill him the next turn, probably guaranteed. Let's shoot this one. Up below 50% health. Okay. Okay, let's take the heal. Let's save our money for a relic. Whenever a crit is triggered, deal damage to all enemies equal to your orb's crits times number of crits. Let's take this. We are kind of trying to work with a bunch of crits. So let's try to get 2 more gold. I don't know if that'll be the break point for being able to buy something extra, but all right, Peglin's hat, so we can get some healing. We get some must circle scaling. No, I think we take enhanced gunpowder strictly on the fact that that will give us free relics by the end of the game. I think it'll kind of pay for itself since we have the bombs detonate on 1 hit. So let's take this. Let's remove Pebball. I think that's good. Just making access to these bombs. So trying to get a little bit of Spinesse scaling. Almost at the auto crit portion of our health bar, so Okay, not bad, not bad. I think some of the stuff we have could use some upgrades. Whoops. Battle start with 3 times as much gold, but purchases are twice as expensive. I don't think we want that. Tender Cactus, I also don't think we want that one. Sealed Conviction, do I care about losing a discard? Kind of, but this will work well with Signal Boost Orb once we finally upgrade it. All right, so we got the Wall Boss. So don't be shy, you can hit some bombs. And as usual with Sealed Conviction, I'm getting ready to discard, and I don't have any discards. So all the more important to get those Pebballs out of our deck that we don't want there. All right, so where are we going? There's 4 events this way with a shop, so I mean that's hopefully at least a guaranteed orb removal. Let's do an, I was gonna say an upgrade, but I do want to upgrade Signal Boost Orb. But let's save our money. Ooh, okay. I should have waited another half second to make sure that path was clear. I think I was talking about this board in one of the other playthroughs that it's not a whole lot of gold on that board. Volt Orb Geist is nice. Let's take that. We still have money for a relic or an orb removal. Oh, perfect. I think our deck... Oh, I probably could have tried to get that. They may have exploded each other. I don't know what the radius on that is. Oh, no!
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I was hoping that would hit our refresh, but I hear a lot of scaling going on, so... Well, maybe it wasn't. It was a bunch of crits, maybe not as much scaling as I had hoped, but... Okay. Save our money. Probably just more gold, right? Or more bombs. Or bombs apply Spinfection 1 when damaging enemies. You know what? I was surprised how well this one worked one other time. I wish we could take both of these. Let's take the cookbook. Contribute to damage 3 times. I initially thought that meant it like hit the refresh or the crit 3 times, like counted as 3 crits. I'm still not 100% sure. Enemy hit you with attack by blind 15. We are unfortunately 1 gold short from affording both of these. Or like a relic and orb removal. I think we take the remove. We'll just save our money so we can start upgrading stuff. We're gonna need to kind of power scale a little bit before we get to the boss. At least we immediately get to spin him back around. And okay, I was gonna say we left all these bombs on the board over here, but very good. I think we pass on Ballad. I think this guy's something we definitely want to scale because it's hopefully going to be our big damage when we get to the boss. Let's give Poltergeist 1 upgrade. Every enemy starts with Exploitable 3. Refresh, activate near. I feel like between Refreshing Punch and Enhanced Gunpowder, the whole board will blow up. So as much as I liked a little bit of Exploitable, let's just do Refreshing Punch. And I'd say there's no reason I should be doing that, but I will accept this offer. We would like to go right. Good. At least we can target guy in the back. We could take a shock absorber. We are putting out a lot of bombs right now. We'll leave it at level 1 right now. We're not dealing with red bombs just yet. What's the best thing to upgrade for this boss, though? I'm gonna guess Signal Boost Orb. I think we can take on an elite. Okay, enhance extra bomb damage. Oh, let's go for the relic. We should be able to get this. Whenever enemy spawns, gain 10 Illusion. That's fine. How did not grab the refresh? Thank you. You know what? Restore could be nice. It's a little late, but because we like starting to scale. maybe we'll. Oh man, it's tough. How much health do I think I'm gonna gain? I guess so. It's probably gonna be worth it. All right, when applying Bramble to an enemy, apply Blind 8. When applying Blind to an unbrambled enemy, apply Bramble 1. Or Balancers contribute to damage. I mean, this is just the luck of, we don't have Bramble or Blind currently. So it's just the luck of us randomly applying it. Let's do Balancers contribute to damage. Ooh, okay. All right, we still have a Pebble to remove, or we could start upgrading the Restore. Let's just do the remove. The upgrade to Restore did sound enticing, but sometimes it's just so much harder to find those removals. Oh, it got blocked. Okay, we can't discard that anymore. Okay, I've liked to have seen that earlier, but I guess we didn't hit the wall yet. I was gonna say we want crits for possible exploitable we're gonna put on them. Crits to scale us. Through, what is it? The Molliflower. That was disappointing. I shouldn't have shot it the way I shot it, I guess. Oh no. Oh my god. We gotta dig down to this refresh. All right, there we go. I say our bomb thing should be cooking now and it's last, but that's fine. Yeah, like I said, the board just explodes right now. That's could take another shock absorber. I mean, we could consider some red bomb shenanigans too, but no, let's just keep the one we have. We have a lot of stuff we need to upgrade still. Let's push you to level 3. Spiridae's Fate's, I feel like it's never bad, especially when you take it after Act 2. Like, it pretty much always lasts through all of Act 3. It's not always going to last through all of Act 3 if you grab it after the end of Act 1. I feel like we probably have enough bombs to provide explosive force, so... drink well. Okay, we got the gold dragon. All right, I guess take this one at a time. Although we didn't even get to fire off our restore. No, let's upgrade you. And upgrade you. Okay. Could never seem to get this guy at a reasonable time. We got the restore buff this time. Let's upgrade this because we will start seeing red bombs in battle. So this upgrade, self-damage from rigged bombs triggered by this, by this orb, reduced by 2. Okay. And then while owned, self-damage from rigged bombs are reduced globally by 1. Okay. Not that I can usually help much with that, but, you know, since I can't skip to it to, but let's hit some rigged bombs this shot. Oh no. I think we definitely want poltergeist because there are a couple of fights on this, in this act that just really stink. Okay, so offer you. Do like evasive maneuver warp though, but oh, I don't know. Do we want pincher maneuver? I actually don't usually like this. I'll take it because I guess during the boss, it's like double. Are you kidding me? We couldn't hit one bomb. It'll be like double status effects, I guess, but before then, I'm not a huge fan of it. Why are you always first? I was trying to see if I could hit that crit. Not that it matters a ton. It could help us towards some scaling, but comes a bunch of rigged bomb damage, but all right, 1524, bunch of rigged bomb damage. Kind of fear heading into one of those ghost fights where you have to fill the board. Let's save our money a little bit. Sash of Focus. This, oh, I don't know how that's gonna work for us. Let's take Pocket Watch. Sasha Focus is like, yeah, it saved you from the first time you're dying. Like, if you're fighting someone like Ballista, like if I knew we were going up against Ballista right now, I would have taken it. But like, I guess theoretically, if we get killed, we are healing back pretty quickly. But too late at this point. That's fine. We can't afford a relic. Increase health by 15. I think it's just the refreshes. It's definitely just an extra refresh. I was hoping to go right, but I can still get to... I think I was looking at this path. Pegboards start with extra bombs. Additional crits. Love it. We don't want fireballs. Each crit triggered projectile attack causes to pierce an additional enemy. Probably not like much use at this point, but we could. As I say, we could duplicate all orbs. Yeah, coming up against Dragon Boss. I mean, it's less. I know our first reload's covered, or our reloads are covered by Round Guard, but right, there's no downside. Alright, but we've healed most of the way back up. Well, we healed all the way back up. The one thing I do notice is that we've hardly fired off any of our restorbs. And what else are we doing with our money at this point, right? How do I start off with this almost every single fight? And finally get to fire off another restore. We are doing more damage than I'm expecting, that's for sure. I have a feeling we're gonna fire off a lot of bombs in this fight. A little more Spinesse. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch this back because I did so much more damage than I thought I should have. And I don't know why. Know what it probably has been? Which has been a bag of orange pegs. Because we were doing, we weren't doing that much damage, but we were clearing most of the board. So you can see just, we are at a 3 times multiplier on the last one. So it's probably probably would save, I don't want to say saved us because we were fairly strong there, but thank God. Okay, like I was saying, this is probably Roundrel run attempt number 4, maybe 3 or 4. And it's usually us getting to the final boss and then just dying a little early, which is unfortunate. So it is that Cruciball 10 difficulty increase with the bosses getting extra HP that's really been a thorn in our side. But fun run. I mean, I guess we didn't necessarily have to take the duplicate all orbs, but I mean, it didn't feel like there was much of a downside there. But yeah, stuck around to the end. Thank you for watching. We'll be moving on to Spin Venter Cruciball 10 next time. I'll catch you next one. Take care.